Hello, everyone, and thank you for attending. We got a lot of great information we're going to share with you on this evening's webinar. We're going to be talking specifically about the dilemma that Americans face in entering into retirement. We're going to go through the three most possible stress factors and how you can solve that. So what I want to do is I want to start off by asking you a question. And that question is, will you really be able to retire and have the lifestyle at age 65 that you enjoy at age 64? And if so, will you be able to do that indefinitely? Well, welcome to our webinar. My name is Rick Walsh, and I'm the Vice President of Sales for Freedom Equity Group. Been 33 years full-time in the direct sales in the insurance industry, author of 2 books on the subject, publisher of the industry's trade journal, and a guest on numerous radio and television talk shows as an advocate for the industry, and built sales teams into the tens of thousands. And we're looking at a whole new world of opportunity here. And that opportunity is to retire early, to retire in style, and to retire income tax-free. We're going to be talking about common sense retirement solutions. We're going to show you how you can get 300% more spendable income. We're going to show you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. And that's because we're on a crusade. We're on a crusade to change your future, to change your family's well-being, and to change America. Quite simply, you have a chance to be part of a revolution and change the retirement landscape of America. And America really does need our help. So quite simply, what is our product? Our product and what we provide is a financial retirement vehicle. And it grows with stock market-like returns, but it doesn't have the downside risk of the stock market. It's completely income tax-free, and it's totally funded for you and your family should you get sick or die. And then if you want to help us spread the word and help America retire with dignity, then you have the opportunity to earn over $1,000 on just the initial $300 investment by your client. And you got to be wondering, is this too good to be true? Who's behind it? Is it legal? Well, our product is funded and backed by a company with over $20 billion in assets, and it's over 100 years old. So how big is our market? Well, there are 200 million people in need of common sense financial and retirement solutions. Take, for example, 82 million millennials. They're the ages 20 to 34, yet 50% of college graduates don't have a job. And then there's the 46 million Generation X's, ages 35 to 49, but 23 million individuals are out of work. Then there's my generation, 77 million baby boomers, 50 to age 64. We have socked away $4.3 trillion in IRAs and 401ks. Was that really the best move? And then 40 million seniors already retired, age 65 plus. You know what the real travesty is? So many of them are relying on food stamps. We need to help change America's future. And the dilemmas that people face in retirement. You know, the first one will surprise you. It's not making it to retirement. It's if you live too long in retirement, outliving your retirement income. You see, the ultimate benefit of our program is retirement income for life. And we can help you do that in a tax-free environment. Let me ask you a question. Is the IRA or 401k really the best place to put your retirement nest egg? Well, not according to Time magazine. You see, the ugly truth is that the 401k is a lousy product, a financial flop. It has high fees. It has high risk. It has high taxes. What if there was a way that you could opt out of the tax system with your retirement savings and have no risk to your growth? Take, for example, Cherry, out of Sacramento, California. Her husband passed away a few years ago, and at age 63, she had to go back to work. She had her retirement savings in the stock market. Well, it wasn't doing too well. She heard about our program and had the upside of the stock market without the downside risk. She told her stockbroker she was thinking of switching. Stockbroker said, "Oh, Cherry, you don't want to do that now. If you do that, you'll never recoup the losses you've had in the market." So she decided to think about it. For the next 2 days, the market tanked another 600 points. Well, that's all it took. She is now comfortable in the fact that her retirement will be $28,000 per year, income tax free from age 72 on. And should she become ill on the way to retirement, she'll get up to $7,000 per month for over 4 years should she have a qualifying illness, and she was losing money consistently in the stock market. So what's meant by stock market-like returns? Well, since we're not in the market but only indexed to the market, when the market goes up, your funds go up. But when the market goes down, well, your funds don't go down. They were never in the market. I'm going to give you an example here, and I'm going to show you the last 12 years. Let's say you had $100,000, and you had it either in the market or indexed to the market for the past 12 years. Well, if it was in the market in the year 2000, congratulations, you made 19%. Your $100,000 is now worth $119,000. But since we have stock market-like returns on the upside, but not the downside, we do cap your upside potential at 13%. So with us, you'd only have $113,000. Now, over the next 3 years, the stock market was going down, and so you were down to $71,000 in the market. With us, we didn't participate in the down market, so you're still at $113,000. In 2004, congratulations, banner year for the market. You were up 26%, which means you're all the way back up to only losing $10,000 over the past 5 years. With us, the 13% was on top of your high water mark, so you're up to $127,000. Over the ensuing years, stock market went up and down, etc., until finally you basically made 0.19% per year over the past 12 years, which means your $100,000 is now worth $102,000. And guess what? It's taxable when you take it out. With us, you got over 6.5% rate of return per year, and it's tax-free when you take out your $213,000. Big difference what the taxes can make in your retirement fund. As a matter of fact, when you look at the phases of saving for retirement, you'll find that in the IRA or 401k, you have a tax-deductible expense as you put money in, and it grows tax-deferred. Now, notice I said tax-deferred, not tax-free, because when you take it out, that's when you're going to get walloped. On the harvest, you're going to get fully taxed, and when you die and transfer the money to the family, taxable once again. But our tax-free alternative, although it does not have the tax deduction going in, it does grow tax-deferred, but when you take it out, income tax-free, and it can transfer to your family, again, income tax-free. So do you pay taxes now or higher taxes later? Well, besides not outliving your income, consumer dilemma number 2 is, what if you become ill on the way to retirement? You can't continue to work to continue to fund your retirement account. What if you're one of the 67% who will suffer a heart attack, stroke, or cancer before age 65? Now you can't work to fund your retirement account. Well, actually, we will go ahead and fully fund it immediately, one fell swoop, and we'll do that in an income tax-free environment. Take, for example, our client Juan, who joined us last year as a client, and a few months afterwards was diagnosed with cancer. We wrote him a check for over $344,000. You know, this living benefit check saved this family from emotional and financial devastation. And then there's consumer dilemma number 3. What if you die too soon? Your family was counting on that retirement as well as you were. If you die, your family's left with an underfunded retirement account. Once again, here is where we will fully fund your entire retirement account immediately and do it again in a tax-free environment. Take, for example, Ron and Linda Sharp. Ron was retired from PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric, and Public Relations, and he saw our program and said, wow, this looks too good to be true. So he asked his wife to check it out because she's an attorney. Well, she checked it out, and then she became a client. Starting at age 56, she started the program. She'll fund the program for 6 years, and then after 10 years total, she'll have $19,000 income tax-free annual retirement. Let me give you an example of a 35-year-old in good health. Let's say he's contributing $300 per month. Well, without any kind of interest, that would grow to $108,000. Well, because we have the upside potential of the market without the downside risk, that'll actually grow to $338,000 and allow that individual to take out income tax-free distributions from age 65 to, no matter how long he or she lives, to $48,000 a year. Now, if they get sick on the way to retirement, we'll fund the whole account to the tune of nearly $250,000 at one time, or if they die, it will be passed on to their family at $310,000. Are you starting to get the picture? We've got all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Whether you live too long, you can't outlive your retirement. Become ill and can't continue to work to fund your retirement account, we'll fund it for you. Die too soon, we'll take care of your family. So why are you here? Now, maybe you'd like to help us spread the word on helping America retire with dignity. So let me show you the money. Take, for example, Chuck and Colleen Small, been in business for many years, lots of success, but no success like this. In 8 days, they had 2 meetings with an average of 50 people in each meeting, overrides in excess of $6,000, and their organization earned over $21,000 in that same 8 days. So let me show you the money. We're in the only industry in the world that would leverage your dollars 10 to 12 to 1. For example, someone wants to put away $300 a month for retirement. Well, we're going to immediately advance to the field, not the $300, but $3,000 in commissions. Take, for example, David Weiner, age 49. David, 3 weeks in the program, had $13,000 in commission on personal production, $5,000 in overrides, and an agent in his group grossed over $26,000 in the same period of time. So let me show you a little bit of how the compensation structure works. I think you'll find it quite interesting. Let's say you have a client, and again, they decided to start their program with $300 a month. Well, I brought up the wrong slide there. Hang on one. What's going to happen is they start their program with $300 per month, and $3,000 is going to go to the field. How is that going to be paid? Well, at the starting position, you're at the 30% level, and what will happen is you'll get 30% of that $3,000, or $900. Once you have 3 sales under your belt and 3 people on your team, we'll promote you to 40%, where you will now make $1,200 per sale. Or you could go through our full day of training one time, and that will immediately promote you to 40%. And then you promote to 50%, 60%, and then up to our vice president level at 80%, which means 80% of $3,000 or $2,400 is yours. Or if that was an agent in your group, if they're at the 30% level and you're at the 80% level, you get the difference, which is 50% on the $3,000 or $1,500 on a sale you override but didn't make yourself. Now, to get to that level of vice president, there's a stair-step ladder you go through, and it takes about 50 total sales in your entire organization to do that. Or you can short-circuit that if you want and do what's known as the fast track. In the fast track, it would only take a total of 6 sales instead of 50. The first sale is you becoming your own client. You decide that this product is right for you. And then you introduce this to 5 other people, let's say Bill, Mel, Pat, Sue, and Tom, and they each decide to do their own program at $300. Well, we'll help you out right from the beginning, because you could have a certified trainer who splits the commission with you, who will walk you through the step-by-step process of explaining the program and getting it supplied to your clients. You would still get $600 on each one of those, or $3,000 while you're earning while you're learning. And then at the end of those 5 sales plus your own, you're promoted to vice president. So now your overrides are very significant. Let's say each of those got 5. Well, if each of those got 5, your overrides on each of those 5 groups of 5 would be over $8,000, which means $42,000 total potential in your first 60 days. We have people doing that in 21 days. That's our fast track program, and it's up to you if you want to go the fast track or the normal track. Just to give you an idea of the commissions that are being earned, this was Christmas week, which would normally be the slowest week. Let me give you the commissions of our top 10. In the number 9 position, Paula was $7,500. In the number 6 position was Jeff, $17,000 for 1 week's commissions. And then in the number 1 position was Estrella, $34,000 for a week's commission. Now understand, this was our 7th week, which is Christmas week, normally the worst week and the worst month. We paid out $153,000 in commissions just to the top 10, let alone the rest of the company. Most companies would kill for these types of results after working for 3 years. I told you I was going to introduce to that fellow in Dave. He did the fast track. His name is Carlos, out of San Diego. In 3 weeks, he earned $26,000. He did his 5 personal recruits, had a total group of 9. Personal commissions were over $18,000, overrides over $8,000. So what type of program would do this? Well, it's in the insurance industry. It's called an index universal life program with living benefits. Let me ask you a question. Would you get more insurance if you knew that all the benefits were coming to you and while you're alive instead of a beneficiary after you passed away? You betcha. Our index policy helps build your retirement funds indexed to the stock market but not in the market, and the living benefits take care of you should you get sick on the way to retirement. And this can all be done as a home-based business, which is one of the best ways to lower your taxes legally. Example of deductible expenses would be your home as a principal place of business, children as employees, meals and entertainment, computer, cell phone, fax machine, car mileage, car lease, and much more. So let me ask you a question. Can the IRS pay for your $300 retirement plan? Well, let's say you had a job and you're making a gross income of $50,000 a year, and you join us at Freedom Equity Group. You're not making any money there yet, so it's just your job at $50,000. Well, your deductible expenses on a job might be $10,000. With a home-based business, that could be $20,000. Therefore, the taxable income dropped from $40,000 to $30,000, and even in a similar tax bracket, what you'd pay the IRS drops from $11,200 to $7,500, giving you $3,700 potential savings. There's your $300 a month. IRS took care of your retirement plan. You know, we get the question, is an insurance license required? Well, the answer is, yeah, it is. But you know what? It's really easy to get, not like it used to be. We are a profession, and we pay professionals. We have complete training, top commissions, travel, and incentives. Right on our website, you could use our interactive map. Click on the state that you're in, and it'll show you how you can take the online course to get your license. Course costs about $60 or so. Online study program, sample state tests, certificate of completion, your state licensing fee, and test center location is given to you. Even the contact info for the State Department of Insurance. And because we are a professionally licensed business, it's a lot different than a traditional home business or maybe network marketing where you have an auto ship of $100 for products plus tax and shipping, maybe $150. With us, you pick how much you want to save each month. $150 spent on auto ship means about $50 in commissions goes to the field. With us, $150 invested per month, $1,800 goes to the field. The auto ship is normally consumed, but here you're accumulating that. It would take thousands in your organization to make 6 figures, but dozens to make 6 figures with our program. And the product normally is a result of the opportunity in traditional home businesses, but with us, hey, your retirement is necessary regardless of the opportunity. And the price of the product is not increased to pay those high commissions. Let me introduce you to our Freedom Equity Group Field Management System and the Freedom Academy. You see, we are appointing over 400 professional individuals in various cities around the nation to help you with your organization. So you're in California, you sponsor somebody in Ohio, you could be sure that that person and their clients are taken care of by the professional who runs the office right there in Cleveland or Cincinnati or whatever, helping you in your absence. And you could take a full day Saturday training course where you can learn all the ins and outs of the business and take home the complete business building system with audio and video, workbook, the entire thing, plus a special website for all of your information. Hey, do you recognize this fellow? His name is Art Williams. He started a company called A.L. Williams and brought in nearly 1 million new agents into the industry. He probably made more millionaires than any other company on a $50 a month premium. Our average is $300 to $400, and he became a billionaire with the sale of the company. It's now called Primerica. You see, insurance companies like to buy back the block of business. That doesn't ruin your business. You still have your own organization. You still got your cash flow. You still got your business going. It's just that you get a one-time payday like Art did. His was nearly $1 billion. But what about the thousands of people who helped him build value for that company? Well, we believe that you deserve equity, not trophies. That's why our plan and philosophy is to build it together, sell it together, and then share it together, all of that, to all of the leaders who help us make it that big. Even though we're fully functional now, we actually have an official launch in May in Las Vegas, and the time frame and cost, well, startup cost at launch will be about $99. Once our merchant account is up, we'll start off with a reduced fee of $49. But since that is not set up yet, there's currently no cost to sign up, and you'll not be charged a sign-up fee later. So what's next? Well, you want to get back with the person that invited you to today's presentation. Let them know where you are on a scale of 1 to 10. 1, you really don't have an interest, and, no's an acceptable answer. 10 says, let's get going today. Anywhere in between means you have a few questions, and once they're answered to your satisfaction, well, then you're ready. And everyone normally has 3 questions like, is it real? Well, we're in the second largest industry in the world, next to banking, with a multi-billion-dollar partnership with our insurance carriers. That's about as real as it gets. Can I do it? Well, think back to the question we just started with. Can you retire at age 65 with the lifestyle you'll have at age 64 and do it indefinitely? If the answer is no, guess what? Most of the people you know the answer is no. You think you could direct them onto a webinar like this? That's how easy it is to build the business. And finally, will you help me? And the answer is yeah, I'll help you. You see, I'll help you get a fast start. If you want to start on our Fast Start program, you and I will do a custom branded webinar together if you like. What's a custom branded webinar? Well, you're on a webinar right now, so you know what that is. A custom branded webinar is where you pick the time and date. It's for your contacts only. We'll draw up a custom invitation for you to send out, branded to you. You'll welcome the guest on the webinar, and I'll do the webinar. Your picture and bio is on the first slide of the webinar, and we'll send up customized follow-up letters on your behalf. The webinar is recorded, given to you for posting on YouTube or your page on the Internet. We even have 3 different recorded calls that you could three-way people into to learn about our program. You'll want to get a pencil and copy these numbers down. For example, area code 518-530-1512 to introduce people to a 5 or 6 minute recording on how they could retire with dignity. If you want to introduce them to the opportunity, those last 4 digits are 1513. And if they're already an insurance agent and you want to introduce them to our program, the last 4 digits are 1514. So there are other resources for you to do your due diligence. We do this daily business opportunity webinar Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we do a sales leader executive search webinar Monday and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And an insurance agent executive search Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Our launch conference is May, and our corporate website is www.fegcorp.com. We really do have a whole new world of opportunity to retire early, to retire in style, and to retire tax-free. So what's your next step? Well, if you're not licensed, start that process within the next 7 days and activate your own personal life plan. And then you want to bring your top 5 coachable, serious associates and plan and execute to achieve your dreams and your goals. We look forward to working with you. Please get back with the individual who invited you on to today's call and get with them and tell them where you are on that scale of 1 to 10 in getting started, and let us help you get a fast start. Once again, thanks for joining me, and have a great day. Bye-bye now.